The top story on ABC News Breakfast, the man accused of the Madeleine Pulver bomb hoax has appeared briefly in an American court. Paul Peters has been remanded in custody until October, while Australian authorities prepare to extradite him.
He's been accused of attaching a fake bomb around 18-year-old Madeleine Pulver's neck in a bid to extort money from her family. Now, his lawyer says he'll plead not guilty. Asked by reporters if he had a message for Ms Pulver, Peters said he hoped she was well. Lisa Miller joins us now from Louisville in Kentucky. Lisa, good morning. Take us through what happened in the courtroom there.
Well, the actual goings-on in the courtroom lasted only 10 minutes, Michael. Very brief, but that's what we expected. What did happen beforehand, though, was the release of this 12-page complaint from the police with a view towards extradition. And in that are the details that really run you through what the police alleged happened and Paul Peters' involvement. Before I get to those, though, Paul Peters did turn up at court about 20 minutes before the time that it was supposed to start. He arrived in a van with police. He was shackled on. We weren't able to get a glimpse of him then, so we saw him for the first time as he came into court wearing a business shirt, a collared business shirt rolled up to the sleeves and a pair of shorts, a pair of thongs on his feet. That was what he was wearing when he was arrested home. So he sat there for a little while and his attorney, his lawyer, spoke to him, and then the judge came in and checked that he was aware of what his rights were, that he had a right not to say anything if he didn't want to. And then basically both the judge and the prosecutor and the lawyer had all admitted that none of them had had much experience with extradition. Proceed. So only a 10-minute hearing and remanded, as you say, until October the 14th.
Now, take us through some of the details in that affidavit, the statement that was distributed to reporters ahead of that hearing.
Well, it's pretty stunning, the allegation, including the fact that he had purchased a baseball bat and wore a balaclava over his head, walked into Madeleine Pulver's bedroom. I should say all of these are allegations. Sit down and no one's going to get hurt here. Put the black box against her neck and attached it with a bike chain, and then put a purple lanyard around her neck as well, which had a USB memory stick and a document sleeve. Details of what was wrapped around her neck. She read them later once he had left the house, the police allege, and discovered that it was explosives, or alleged to be explosives. Of course, she panicked, rang her father, and by the time police got there, she was crying and hysterical. The police alleged that they were able to track down or believe Peters was the suspect because of the email address that he left in the document. They were meant to contact him. They were meant to email him and say they agreed to the terms and conditions, and then he would let them know how money was handed over to allow the device to be removed safely from Madeleine's neck. Now, police say they were able to track down Paul Peters, this is what they allege, because he checked into that email address 3 times in the hours after the attack, and it was an email address that was set up, created at Chicago Airport just days earlier, and they say that Paul Peters' travelling agenda had him going through Chicago Airport on the very day that that email address was set up.
OK, Lisa Miller in Louisville, Kentucky, thank you very much.